G'day, today we are in my backyard. I'm currently at the Barrenjoey headland at Palm Beach, and I'm going to come down the coast, go across the ferry to the Basin. Up from the Basin I'm going to go through the Ku-ring-gai Chase National Park to Terry Hills. From Terry Hills we'll go into the Garigal National Park and down through the Cascades. From the Cascades we'll come out through into Roseville Bridge, and then it's across the top of the North Shore, down into North Sydney, across the Harbour Bridge and around to the Sydney Opera House. The weather today is grey. It's not supposed to rain, or if it does rain a little bit, it's not going to be too bad. And it is supposed to be windy, which does worry me because the ferry might be a bit lumpy if it goes. For those of you who don't know Palm Beach, but it looks familiar, this is Summer Bay in the show Neighbours. This is where all the external shots come from. Gotta say, it doesn't look like Summer Bay to me at all at the moment. It's windy, it's a bit rainy. Hopefully the wind is going to be at my back today, because otherwise this is going to be a tough day. So there's nothing unremarkable about the bike today. It's a bike you've seen before if you've watched any of my videos. I own two bikes. I've got the touring bike that I showed you in my last video, and I've got this one, which is a hardtail Canyon Grand Canyon 8. There you go, we are 40 k's from Sydney via the main road. We're not going via the main road, so we're going 60 k's off-road.
Close your eyes, hear the voice within, calling. This heavy load got under your skin, hauling. You got the white knuckles holding.
So this is coming out of the Basin. It's very steep, walking only, but yeah, it should be my only really big hill for the day, I'm hoping.
Hey, come alive. Breathe in, breathe out. Look at the colors.
And the good part is, once I get to the top of here, I'm basically at the highest point for the day. So yes, there are a bunch of hills to go through, but it's fundamentally downhill from about 200 meters that way. I'm on top of the world. This might be very hard to see on this camera, but that is an ancient Aboriginal carving, very significant in this area. The sign here says this group contains a man wearing a headdress with a fish in one hand and a boomerang in the other. On his right is a small dilly bag and what may be a fishing line. Next to him is a woman with a cooler on. Fascinating stuff. So while I'm up here, for the people that think that Sydney is just wall-to-wall houses from one end to the other, I've just come from Palm Beach, took the ferry across. I've come up through the Basin track I'm now at the top of the direct basin track by the Aboriginal carvings. Sydney's that way. And you can see it's basically, there's a huge green corridor. That's what I'm cycling down today. G'day. But time is getting on. It's already, oh, I don't know, 20 past 11, half past 11, something like that. And I've done 25 Ks. And that is the end of the centre trail. So that was a nice little break in Terry Hills. It's actually got quite cold and windy while I've been sitting there, but I think I'll warm up as I get going. I've come almost out to Mona Vale Road for those who know, but before that I just turn off just before there, and now I'm about to go down a bridle track which avoids a big chunk of Mona Vale Road. So that's pretty good. We've just scooted past the archery club and now we're going past an equestrian area, and there's a BMX racetrack at the back of here as well. So yeah, it's all happening around here. I'm now about to head out onto Mona Vale Road. There's a big runoff lane, so I should be fairly safe, but yeah, not really looking forward to it. I do get a cycleway, which is kind of nice, even if it is noisy as and very busy. As I come down Forest Way, I'm sure there are people who are saying I should be going through the Garigal National Park across to my left here. I don't have the skills. It's much more steep, much more difficult, and yeah, look, yeah, not for me, sorry. So after a couple of, what do you call them, misguided attempts to try and get into the Garigal National Park, the Cascades Trail, I've now managed it. I'm now in the Cascades area. I think it's called the Heath Trail. So according to the route I've worked out, I'm supposed to go this way, but it's too rough, it's too difficult, it's too knotted. It's going to take me hours to go that way. So instead I'm going to go up the Middle Harbour Creek road or track, which will take me back into Davidson, and then I think I'm going to have to go down from there to the Roseville Bridge. This is the issue with going out towards Davidson, is I've got to go right back up to the heights I've just come down. Okay, I'm out of the Garigal National Park, so I've now done the Ku-ring-gai Chase National Park and the Garigal National Park. I'm feeling pretty tired, and I'm also going to have to reroute. I'm going to have to reroute rather than going all this single track down through the rest of Garigal and into Davidson Park. I'm actually going to go out through the suburb of Davidson, across to the Warringah Road and down to the Roseville Bridge that way. It's going to be a bit ugly, but it's now 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm going to run out of time otherwise. I've tried to avoid it as much as I can, which I think I'll go up on the pavement. But this is Warringah Road. But now I get off it again, which is excellent. So if I'd been brave and come down that single track and done my various other things, I'd have appeared down there and then we'd have climbed up onto this thing. But now we're going to climb out of here, up into Roseville Chase, and then across the back of Chatswood and down into North Sydney. So I'm now coming down across the North Shore via a series of cycle paths, cycle ways and cycle lanes. So far so good, it's been pretty good actually. I'm quite genuinely surprised, it's been great. This is the first view today of the approaches to the Harbour Bridge. So you can see it's complete madness, and they're now building a link to go through to the Ku-ring-gai freeway, I think it is as well. That's what all this stuff is over here. But out in the middle, out there, yeah, that's going over the Harbour Bridge. We're not doing that. We're taking the cycleway. Well, I've just got to the top end of North Sydney. It's pretty well downhill all the way, thank God, because I've just started cramping. I just came through that junction and both legs locked up with cramp. That was a bit embarrassing, but anyway, what can you do? I'm down at the bottom end of North Sydney now, about to go onto the Harbour Bridge, but my legs, yeah, they're cramping badly. This has been a long day for me. I'm gonna do it though, I'm bloody determined. moment there that I genuinely believed I wasn't going to make it, that I was going to cramp too hard and not be able to get from North Bridge down to North Sydney and then across the Harbour Bridge. But here I am. So as I sit amongst the tourists, listening to hundreds of different languages, it's quite fascinating. I've come down from Palm Beach, got the ferry across to the Ku-ring-gai Chase National Park, went up from the Basin, along the Basin track, out onto the Ku-ring-gai Road, through the Centre Trail, down into Terry Hills, took the bridle way down into the top of Forest Way, went down Forest Way and into the Garigal National Park, followed the Bear Creek Trail and then the Cascades, and then I had to come out via Davidson. Went from Davidson, I've basically wound my way down to the Roseville Bridge, across the Roseville Bridge, up into the back end of Chatswood, across to St Leonard's, and then down into North Sydney. From North Sydney, I've then come across the Harbour Bridge to the Opera House. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that one. See you in another video.